Welcome to this video, guys. In this video, I'll show you how to connect Google Drive with Make.com so that you can actually use Google Drive in different workflows in Make.com. By the way, if you find it valuable, hit the subscribe to this channel. It helps a lot, and I'm coming out with fantastic content on AI systems and automations. Let's dive in. Okay, so let's go ahead and create our connection. The two main apps that you will not be able to use with Make if you don't connect them properly are, first of all, Google Drive, and second, Gmail. Okay, so this is just an empty workflow. So we click on this little button over here, and then we go to Google Drive. And then if you click on any of the options here, let's say we click on the first one, it will say create a connection. If you click on create a connection and then sign in with Google, and then let's say we sign in with my email account, then we click on allow, you will have this error over here. In this case, you basically just need to create the proper connection, and I'll show you step by step exactly how to do it. So you click on this little guide over here. So the first step that you need to do is log in to the Google Cloud Console. So you just click on this little text over here, and the next step is in the top menu, click select a project and then new project. So you click on this little thingy over here, and then you need to click on new project up here, and then we name our project. So we can name it, for example, Make Connection, then create, and then it's loading over here. Fantastic. I can select that project, and then you will see basically this dashboard over here. Fantastic. The next thing that you need to do is you need to enable the APIs. Okay, so now there are some words here and there are some terms that are a bit complicated or not very familiar, like people may not be familiar with them. API is basically the connection between platforms. Okay, so for example, we have Make, and then we have Google in this case, and then there is an API, a connection between them. So next thing that we need to do is we need to come up here at API and services, and then we need to click on library. Cool. And over here, you need to enable the apps that you want to connect with Make. Okay. In this case, for me, I would suggest you search for Google Drive, and then you click on Google Drive API, then you click on enable. Then we go back, and then we find Gmail API, then you click on Gmail API, and then you enable that too. If we go back to Gmail, you will see that the API is enabled, so we're good. And if we go to Google Drive, you will also see that the API is enabled here, so we're good on that. Cool, so we're done with this step, enable APIs. Cool, so next one is configure your OAuth consent screen. And OAuth stands for open authorization, which basically means that the connection between these different platforms are open and secure. And what you need to do is you need to go back to Google Cloud, you go to navigation menu again, and then you again go to API and services. Down here at OAuth consent screen, you click on that. All right, and here, two things. If you're using a Gmail account, like something at gmail.com, then you need to click on external. If you're using a professional email account on Google, then you can click on internal, because, oops, as it says here, only available to users within your organization. You will have an organization if you have users in Google Suite, paid Google accounts. If you don't have that, then just click on external here, and then you click on create. Cool. Next thing is app name. Now, app name doesn't really matter. You can name it however you want. I will name it again Make Connection. And over here at support email, you will only have the option to choose your own email account, so you just click on that. Fantastic. Then you don't need to do anything with app logo or app domain. And then you will need to do two things here at authorized domains. If we go over here, we see that we have to add two different authorized domains. One is make.com, the other one is integromat.com. If you don't know, Make, before rebranding as make.com, they were called Integromat. So you basically just need to authorize these two different domains over here at add domain. Cool. Fantastic. And then for developer contact information, you just need to add your own email again, then save and continue. Cool, so first step is done over here. Now we need to determine the scopes. And if you don't know what scopes mean, it's basically the extent of the access that you give. Like you can give more access or less access. The amount of access that you give is your exact scope of the authorization, basically. So here you have to click on add or remove scopes. And over here you will find a lot of different options. What you need to do is you need to go down here, rows per page, then you click on 100, and then you come back back up, and then you click on select all, and then you click on update. Fantastic. And then you click on save and continue. Cool. Next, test user. So over here you will have to add your own email again as the user, and again I will add my own email here, and then you click on add over here. Fantastic. Then save and continue. Fantastic. And over here you have a summary of the different things that we went over and the different authorizations that you gave. So we're basically good over here. Next, you need to click on credentials over here, and the next step is click on create credentials. It's over here. You need to create credentials over here, and then you need to click on the second option, which is OAuth client ID. Then application tab, you need to click on web application, and then the name, it's again for you, so you will need to give it a name. Again, I will name it make connection. Fantastic. And over here, next thing is we have these different, they're called URIs, not URLs. You can think of it like a URL, like this one is a URL. A URI is kind of similar to a URL, but it's more like the format of the link and not the exact link that exists. Okay, so what you need to do is basically just start copying everything, and then you need to go back to Google Cloud, and over here that says authorized redirect URIs, you need to click on add URI, and then just start pasting the different URIs over here. Then next one, and I'll continue like that until I have everything transferred over here. Fantastic. So I have everything pasted here. Then I click on create. Cool. And now we have our client ID and then client secret. These are two different codes. If you close this window, then you will be able to click on edit over here and view them again. Over here, as you can see, client ID and client secret over here. So you're fine even if you close that. And then what you need to do is you need to go back to make, and then click on the mapping option here. And then for client ID, we copy this, we go back to make, we paste it over here at client ID, and then for client secret, again, we go back to Google Cloud, we copy that, and then we go back to client secret. And then next thing is you need to sign in with Google. You will find your own account here, your own Gmail account. Now I'm in an incognito window, so in general I have a bunch of different emails stacked up here, but you will need to choose your email, the exact email that you just did this whole process with. Okay, so in this case for me it's this one. Then what you will find is this exact message. Don't worry about that, you just click on continue, then continue. Then if you need to check something here, you just check that, then you click on continue over here, and here we go. We have a connection with Google Drive. And then the next thing that I would suggest you do is you basically add another module here, and then we go to Gmail. Again, you click on whatever you want here, and then you click on choose an account. Again, the same email here. You also need to connect Gmail in this case, so you click on continue. It's basically the exact same process. You need to click on the exact email. It will say again, Google hasn't verified this app, it's fine. You click on continue, again continue, then you click on continue again. And here we go, we have a connection with Gmail. So now we are connected, that's amazing. But there is one thing that you need to do if you don't want to have the headache of needing to reconnect make.com with Google Cloud every single week, because this is how it works. If you do not publish what you just did over here at Google Cloud, basically what will happen is Google Cloud will disconnect the connection every single week, and then you need to manually connect it again and reconnect it. So if you don't want to have that headache, which I imagine you don't want to have that headache, you need to come here at API and services again. You need to go down to OAuth consent screen, and you need to publish app, confirm, and you're set. Okay, so guys, this is pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you found it valuable. Again, subscribe to this channel, and by the way, check out my school community. I have a school community that I just launched 3 weeks ago on the subjects of AI, systems, automation, and growth, business growth. And I'm in the process of uploading courses, and at some point we're gonna have special programs and more like one-on-one services specifically for business growth, using AI, using automations. And yeah, this is pretty much it. First link in the description below. By the way, check out my second link in the description below also for free AI resources. And that's pretty much it for this video. See you in the next one.